This is the drive home with
Zac, Alfie,
and TT for the Millwall drive home. Driving home from the Den, where it finished. Millwall 2.
West Bromwich Albion 0.
Yes! Back to a win. We finally got a win against, albeit a poor West Bromwich Albion team, who I don't suspect will be having their manager very long. You play the best, probably one of the best attacking Championship midfielders in Alex Mowat, and he's sitting just in front of a back three who were absolutely all over the place. Very poor from West Bromwich Albion today. And on the flip side, very good from the Lions today, who looked like they wanted today. You know, they looked like we were right up for it. Quite in the stands. It took a long time for the crowd to come into it from our point of view. But what was good to see is the attacking intent, the direct play, turning those players around, because they just had no answer to it. You know, Bennett just was putting them under so much pressure that they really just didn't know what to do. They just had no answer to the directness, the pace, and the precision of our front players. Ollie Burke has made a good difference. He had he slowly came into the game, but his direct running and pace and power. I saw it against Preston in midweek at West Brom, in terms of the type of team that they are, and you just thought that they are there for the taking. And fortunately, we did that from the first. Well, I say the first minute. After the first 10 minutes, we started with Bartosz Bieliakowski in goal, a back four of Danny McNamara on the right, Murray Wallace on the left. Two centre-backs in Sean Hutchinson and Jake Cooper. I didn't think this guy didn't want to let me out. Bless him. He's got a whole car in front. We had a midfield four of Ollie Burke on the right midfield. The left midfield was Scott Malone. Two central midfielders of Michiel Kestenbeld and Billy Mitchell. And up front, Bennett and Bennett. The two Bs, causing them all sorts of problems. However, saying that, right at the start, it looked like that was the fella who didn't want to get me out. I told you he got very far. From the first 10 minutes, it was West Brom. I've got to be honest, they obviously looked like they needed a reaction after that Preston game, and they started on the front foot, put us under a lot of pressure. Balls very direct into Andy Carroll. They've got so much attacking talent, so much pace, and they were so direct that it just didn't seem to suit the type of players that they've got. But they did play direct nonetheless. And it created their first opportunity. The ball is cut back to Andy Carroll. It comes back to him, and he's about 12 yards out. And it's a fantastic volley from Andy Carroll. Shows his Premiership ability. There's no getting around it. But it's well saved. Very, very well saved by Bartosz down to his right. They created a second opportunity in the first 10 minutes. And I thought, do you know what? Obviously, given the run we've been on and what West Brom were going to bring to the game, I thought that they were going to take it on from there. But fortunately, we grew into the game. What was your thoughts of the first half, Zac?
I thought 10 minutes in, we were looking like we were going to be dead for the rest of the game. But we've really picked up the pace. Obviously, Gary Rowett's put something in their head since Blackpool, which was a nasty one for us. But yeah, I think the first half was very good. We had a few good chances, and yeah.
So talking of those chances, so it was Danny. For everything that we done well came through Danny McNamara in the first half. He was absolutely superb, and I was going to tweet at half time about how fantastic he was, but it's half time and you don't want to put the mockers on him. But he was absolutely superb. Defensively, offensively, everything was coming down his right side. And he was, he's had so many good performances, but it was such a good performance from Danny Mac today. That one ball just in front of Bennett. You know, Danny's done all the work and he puts the ball just in front of Bennett, who you think just could have slid for the ball and nicked it home, but he didn't. Then there was a ball to the back post. Scott Malone gets a volley on it and sends it high wide, handsome right into the stand. And then Danny McNamara had himself a volley The ball's played into the box. Ollie Burke's in the middle. He gets pushed in the back. I'm not going to talk about the ref today because he was an absolute joke. And, really, really, really poor. Gave us nothing. Just made some really mad decisions. And then Mason Bennett was the first player to get booked today for, I think it was his first foul. Baffling, absolutely baffling from the referee today. But fortunately, it didn't cost us. But the ball, Burke's pushed in the box. The ball drops to Danny McNamara on the volley, and he knocks it wide. We go in at half time, and I was thinking, the game is there to be taken, but we've said that a few times this year, and then we just fall back on ourselves. But other than, I'll explain the couple of bits that West Brom done offensively in the second half. They had fouls committed in and around. I say fouls loosely, but fouls committed in and around the box. Played into, again, really great delivery from Alex Mowat, but they were putting, crowding the keeper, crowding it, and they made it, in my mind, too easy to defend, because you want them to be using their strength and using their pace, but they couldn't do it because they were just all in the same area. So you just got to hope for a bit of luck, and they didn't have that. That was literally all West Brom relied on in that half. Whereas we had so many chances, and you're just thinking, is it going to be similar to the Nottingham Forest game where you've got chances, you don't take it, and you get punished? But the first chance that we create fell to Ollie Burke. It's a really good bit of work by Billy Mitchell. Gets to the edge of the 6-yard box, cuts it back for Burke, who hits it. It bounces straight. I think, was it the goalkeeper saved it?
Yes.
Yeah, goalkeeper saves it. It bounces straight back to him, and you think he's going to smash it in, and he does smash it. He hits it really well. Unfortunately, he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. The keeper makes a great save.
I'm pretty sure it was the keeper's head as well.
I think it did. I think it just smashed straight off his head, and you're thinking, oh, here we go.
Bald head.
Yeah, big bald head. But here we go. Do we score? And it looked like I said, we were creating little chances. Bennett had a chance. Bennett had a decent chance, but it wasn't really falling for us. But what I really loved, and this is what you talk to. When I coach these boys in the back, but what you love in a football game is Mason Bennett today, and he was my man of the match. I'm going to say it now, but he was absolutely superb in the second half. His desire, his pace, his ability to run on the ball. But, the ball's played over the top into the corner. It's going absolutely honestly, it's going nowhere. But Bennett gets himself in front of the defender on the byline. It's a boneheaded play. Again, so many cheap fouls given away by both sides. But silly, this one by West Brom. Bennett obviously gets pushed off the pitch. We get a foul. Not a booking, I might add at that stage. But then the ball, a lovely ball in by Scott Malone from the left into about the it's right along the 6-yard box. It's a perfect ball in. I think we get head on it, but it bounces back to bounces to Mason Bennett, who's at the near post, and he just puts his foot through it. I think it definitely took a deflection and finds its way into the back of the net and puts us 1-0 up. And I've got to be honest, the den erupted. The noise from us. And it's what we needed, because you could tell that if we could get ahead of this confidence-less West Brom team, we can really take it on. And I've got to be honest, the West Brom supporters and the players, their heads just absolutely went as soon as we took the lead. It was just even the Paul went near the manager. He didn't get it. He didn't put it back in play. And it was what was so important is we didn't sit back at that situation, because if you do sit back, even if they've got no confidence, you encourage pressure onto you, and we didn't need to do that. We kept pushing forward. To be fair, Benica Fobe's been causing them problems. He gets a great opportunity. The ball kind of flicks. The defender tries to flick it. The ball's played through. It's 1-on-1. The defender tries to flick it back, but he ends up kind of almost flicking it over his head into the path of Bennett, who takes a touch, goes round the defender, and then it's he Ronaldo chopped the defender. He did. He Ronaldo chopped the defender, and it's a striker's finish. And this is exactly what Bennett can bring to the team. Yes, he has missed a couple of opportunities, but it's a brilliant. And what he does is he takes it early at nearly the edge of the box, pounds it into the bottom left-hand corner to send a relieved, expectant Den into raptures, because it's been so long, and like I said, then the West Brom fans throwing seats and throwing flares onto the pitch. They're disillusioned with what's going on there. They've got the money that they've spent and the individual players, the talent that they've got on that pitch, just not playing. And that is all down to their manager. And you can see why they're so frustrated. I think they were singing about Millwall getting battered everywhere we go. Yeah. Well, the fans didn't get battered today. We don't normally, to be honest. Although we were up at West Brom, the fans didn't get battered. Unfortunately, West Brom, your players got absolutely battered on the pitch today because it was a well-deserved win. Bury come on and offered. Do you know what? A couple of honourable mentions. I felt Kieftenbeld played absolutely superb today. You know, he's been under criticism from even me and Zac. Watch out, he's coughing the back. He tested negative. We've done there was a test on him this morning, so hopefully he's going to be all right. You're going to be all right, Alf?
Hopefully.
To be fair, both the boys played this morning and both had a really good game, so that was good. We got a good game tomorrow against our local rivals in our part of Essex. So hopefully we can get inspired by what we saw on the pitch today. But Zac, who's your man of the match?
I had 3 man of the matches today.
3 man of the matches.
Mason Bennett, Mikael Kieftenbeld and Danny McNamara. I'll explain Kieftenbeld and Danny Mac because you've already explained Bennett. But yeah. Danny McNamara, everything. Absolutely everything. He went for everything that come to him. And everything come through him. I can't say everything anymore, but you've said everything about 16 times. But he had everything in his locker. He did
17 times.
Yeah, Alf. So who's your man of the match before Zac says everything again?
Well, I'm gonna say everyone.
Everyone, okay.
It's close.
Yeah.
We all played well as a team, and that's probably the best performance one of the best performances I've seen from Millwall.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, we'll take that, Alf, won't we? We'll take that. One of the best performances you've ever seen, and you've seen quite a few games now, including I think you've been to West Brom twice.
Away.
This is a happy car. You know, it's been a while since we can celebrate. I think we've got, is it Preston this weekend and then this midweek or
yes,
Fulham? Yeah, Preston on Tuesday night. Preston done well against this West Brom team. I don't know, they were losing at half time, I think, which just shows the championship. But it won't be a packed den. It probably won't be a great atmosphere, but if the players put in an effort like they did today, then there's every chance we can turn it around. I am absolutely buzzing with that. You know, it's so good to get 3 points. We appreciate the support of the channel. Most of you are switched off by now. We don't blame you, but if you're still here watching, put a like on the video and put your comments in below. There's only one way we can end it. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yeah.